Yo, check it out, I gotta speak the truth about the hardest working small channel in the crypto booth.
Bitcoin might see a retracement to $73,000, and I know that this is a very unpopular idea, but before you click off, make sure to hear me out. Welcome back to the Crypto Father channel. Today is the 29th of November. Without beating around the bush and without much introductions, let's jump into the chart and I will explain what I mean. This is a chart of Bitcoin from 2017 until now, and what I've drawn over it is the parallel channel. Basically, the parallel channel allows you to draw a line that connects the peaks of the previous bull runs, which was in 2017 and 2021. And if you notice, the line intersects all of the peaks of the bull runs and continues onward. The bottom line is one that is parallel to the top one and basically is simply just dragged down towards the bottom of the candlestick trend. And if you notice, it perfectly aligns with the candles, which gives it a lot more power in the fact that it does support the movement of the candles as they have progressed over the past few years. Now, clearly, Bitcoin has had a relatively short history. It's only been essentially 7 years since 2017. And so the trend that we see now may not necessarily repeat itself, but so far it's been sticking within this channel quite accurately and maintained the tops and the bottoms. And so the prediction or the hope is that the channel will be a very good indicator of what the future might hold. So if you look at the chart here, we are now in the month of November rather, and entering the month of December. And the prediction is that Bitcoin is going to hit, basically from here on, it's going to go somewhere within the vicinity of $105 when it hits the peak of the parallel channel and then begin to retrace, because there's going to be a retracement. $100,000 is a nice round number, obviously, and once Bitcoin breaks above $100,000, it's going to go to about $107,000, and I am aiming to take some profits at about $105. So I will begin to take profits at 100,000K. There might be some retracement, but Bitcoin might pump all the way down up to 105,000, at which point it will have broken above the top line of the parallel channel, and we could see some significant retracement from that point on as investors begin to take their profits. And so the next support is here at $72,000. So it's quite likely that we could see Bitcoin go back down with some choppiness. Obviously, might not be a straight line, but with some choppiness, go back down to the $70,000 support right here, at which point I would be a lot more keen on purchasing more Bitcoin, getting back in. But so this is the prediction that Gareth Soloway was talking about, and which I can see being a very good one. Not only is this support for 70,000, but it also is the midpoint of the parallel channel, which also adds more credence to the idea that this may be a good place to begin rebuying into Bitcoin. We will most likely not see a retracement all the way down to 40,000. The area where Bitcoin touched the bottom part of the parallel channel is the time of the bear market. So I don't think we're going to be seeing prices similar to that which we would see during the bear market, but we certainly could see a Bitcoin at the $70,000 levels before we see another leg up from here. And presuming that the 18 months time frame from the Bitcoin halving is around October, we could see Bitcoin basically rebounds and reach the heights of $110,000, $113,000. Now, again, I know that there are predictions of $150,000, and with the amount of investment, the ETFs and regulatory frameworks coming in place, Trump being very pro-crypto, the predictions are well beyond 150,000. They go as far as 200 and sometimes even $500,000 for Bitcoin. But I personally don't think that it's going to happen this year, and I do still think that there will be a bear market, and a bear market at which point we will see Bitcoin drop towards the lower parts of the channel and we would most likely see a Bitcoin that's around $50,000 during the bear market. Now again, these are just speculations. Nobody really has a crystal ball. Nobody knows how this is going to play out, but the parallel channel has clearly proven to be a pretty reliable source of data projection, and so there is no reason to doubt it right now, when it has been pretty accurate over the past 7 years. So this is my goal. I am going to watch Bitcoin hit to about $105,000, at which point it will most likely retrace to about $73,000, at which point I would be rebuying more Bitcoin. So this is my goal. This is the idea. This is what I'm looking at. Now, an additional chart that Gareth Soloway was suggesting or using the parallel lines for is the Bitcoin dominance chart. And basically, whenever Bitcoin dominance hits the top of the channel, that's Bitcoin at its all-time peak, and that is a good time to scale out of Bitcoin and get into altcoins. So that's a proposition that you might be considering when you start trading Bitcoin, and whether you want to trade Bitcoin or altcoins, this may be a good place to look at. Right now, Bitcoin dominance is dropping, which means that if Bitcoin dominance drops to the bottom line of the chart here of the channel, that would be a good time to get back into Bitcoin. And so when Bitcoin dominance hits the top here, that's an indication that it might be a good time to sell Bitcoin and switch over to some altcoins. But that's just as the side note. But the most important point of this video take home is that we might see $105,000 Bitcoin within the next month, sometimes within January, and then by January, over the next couple of months, November, December, and possibly into January. And this might take place before the presidential inauguration on January 6th, the US presidential inauguration of Donald Trump before January 6th. So Bitcoin could retrace before then down to $73,000. And once the inauguration takes place, once Trump is in power, we could see a mass pump and a mass push for Bitcoin back up to its all-time highs and beyond. But so within the next 2 months, this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at $105,000 Bitcoin, and then a retracement, possible retracement to about $73,000. That's where the support line is here, 71, 73. I would be looking to sell, to rebuy Bitcoin at about $73,000 if it does reach those levels. This is it for this video. It's a short video. It's something I wanted to share with you. It's a Friday. I hope that you are having a fantastic weekend. You get some nice plans for your weekend. I got lots of stuff to do. I gotta study. I've got ideas for writing books. There's a lot on my table. But I do hope that you enjoy your weekend. Make sure to smash up the like, subscribe to the channel. If this comes to fruition, then this is the first place, or actually the second place you hear it on. So don't forget me. Don't forget the Crypto Father channel when the prediction comes true. I will see you in the next video.